Hello everyone and welcome to Club Reaction to Motherwell 2 Rangers 4 here on Club at 22 the Rangers podcast. One thing is for sure, it's never a dull day watching Rangers, and yeah, a bit of another podcast where I've got to stand and say it's a game of two halves. I am Scott Carney. I am on my own just now doing this. All things going well. You should hear from Ally and Scotia later on in this pod. But I am away just now. I'm up north. But took my stuff with me because I'm committed to this pod and all that. So yes, today, I'm a bit mixed emotions about today, to be honest, because it's another game where we see a poor half and we see a improved half. I'm not going to say Rangers were flying in that second half, but we certainly done enough and deserved to win the game. Don't think there's any great doubt about it. Starting 11, McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Davis. Yilmaz came in for Barisic. Barisic is away having a baby, not him personally, obviously, his missus. In the midfield, Lundstrom, Jack, Cantwell, Kent, Cholak and Sakala started up front. Raskin, we knew about. He's got a bit of a knock, so he wasn't risked. And obviously, there was pictures of him in the airport, so clearly he wasn't going to be involved today. And yeah, I called it last night that on Club Live that John Lundstrom would play in the midfield. I didn't think he would start with Tillman and Cantwell. So yeah, I'm no real shock, and a point for me. Scotia, remember, note that down. In the game itself, and Rangers start the game the way we like to start games, by giving the team just an easy goal. It's sloppy defending. It really is sloppy defending. Yilmaz is caught sleeping. There's absolutely no doubt in my mind. The ball's over the top. He's no idea where his man is. It's a decent run. I have seen the lines drawn on Twitter, etc., about the offside. I'm sure that's going to grow arms and legs for sure. But yeah, Goldson loses his man, and it's an easy start. Tidy enough finish, easy tap in. Not much McGregor can do. But how many times have we seen this goal? It's constant down our left side, down our right side. It happens. It's one of those things that we haven't rectified. It doesn't even look like we're trying to rectify it. It's a carbon copy of the goals that you've seen before. So yeah, a frustrating start to the game, and the next 20 minutes or so, 15 minutes or so until Rangers scored was frustrating, just so frustrating. We didn't really do much at all. The front three were not offering anything. Nothing was coming off for Ryan Kent. I thought Cantwell struggled in that first half, in that first period of the first half. And yes, Sakala was having one of those days in that first half, especially for me. Not great at all. Motherwell makes a few crazy fouls back to back, pretty much. One the boys booked for going through the back of Antonio Cholak, a nasty looking tackle, and then another one is John Lundstrom's about to burst into the box. He's brought down on the kind of left hand side of the Motherwell box. James Tavernier steps up and puts the free kick away. I wouldn't say it's a classic free kick from James Tavernier. It gets it up and down, yes, but it's a decent height. I think the keeper will be pretty upset that he's not saved that. Not that I care, because Rangers are back in the game. And I thought, right, maybe we'll kick on now. The rest of the half, honestly, not a great deal to report on. It was pretty abysmal, if I'm not going to lie. There was just no spark. We looked so flat. It's the same performance that we've seen far too many times before. There's not enough in it. There's not enough anybody willing to take the game by the scruff of the neck. Not helped by at times Cholak playing on the right hand side. I can't understand that. Honestly, I can't. I can't even pretend that I'm going to understand that. It's not an accident he's ended up there. So he's been told to push out right. Don't get it. Doesn't work. Won't work. And yeah, really hampered his performance, especially in the first half. So yeah, into the half, you're sitting 1-8. You're going, okay, what Rangers are we going to see in the second half? There was calls by everybody. Social media, the boys in the chat, everyone was saying that they expected changes in the second half. Truthfully, deep down, you know that's not going to happen. But into the second half, and we take the lead within a minute. James Tavernier gets his first real quality ball into the game, into the box, and the whole game. And Sakala's there to get his head on it, to put it back across the keeper and into the corner of the net to make it 2-1. At first, I didn't think Sakala knew very much about it due to his body shape. But when you see it back, it kind of looks like he's maybe knows what he's doing, maybe he's got an idea. But even at that, it's a cracking finish, it really is. And we take the lead. So again, you're thinking, okay, we've started the half. Once we see a poor half from Rangers, you expect we don't expect it. We've come used to seeing a much improved performance in the second half. To an extent, that's true, but we still concede again a ludicrous goal. Honestly, just bonkers defending. It really is. Lundstrom at first gives away a needless corner. He doesn't have to head that back the way he does to McGregor. He puts it out for a corner. The ball swung in. Tavernier's header initially is just shot straight up in the air. And then there's just a calamity happens. Just nobody willing to clear the lines. A few missed swipes at it. Cholak's trying to hold off the defender in the box. No need for it. Just get rid of the ball. And he puts his leg between the Rangers players and stabs it home past McGregor from about 3 yards. There's not much McGregor can do from there. And it's 2 each, and you're sitting going, what are we doing? What are we doing? It's an embarrassing goal to concede. It is just errors written all over the top of it, and unnecessary as well. That's the most frustrating part of it. And a lot of it is that it's unforced errors from Rangers that are leading to these sloppy goals. Really are sloppy goals. Rangers do start to get ourselves into the game a bit more. Again, it's not a classic performance by any stretch of the imagination, but we do slowly start to get ourselves back into it, and we take the lead. Kent slips in Sakala down the left-hand side. Again, another one with... I thought he looked offside again, but again, it's VAR's there. I don't know if we can believe in VAR after you've seen the lines on the pitch, etc. But doesn't matter. Sakala gets the ball into the box. I can't remember who hits the first, but about 4 people have a shot attempt at this before it finally ends up in the net. Tav is the last one to hit before it drops to Cantwell, and the keeper does well to save 2 of them, and Cantwell is there to fire it into the top of the net, and we are 3-2 up. There was a bit of a delay for the offside and a delay for a handball. Literally, they were checking a potential handball, nothing in it at all. Rangers take the lead. We then make changes. Sakala and Cholak come off. Actually, before we went 2 each, Cholak should have squared the ball to Sakala for a chance, which ultimately I think led to him coming off anyway. I think he was always going to be coming off. It was a crazy decision not to square it the way everything happened in that passage of play. He should have squared that ball. It was a tap in for Sakala and he didn't. But Morelos and Tillman come on. And Sakala and Cholak come off, and Morelos and Tillman made an impact. They're the ones that secured us the 4th goal and ultimately the win. Morelos does brilliant down the left-hand side of the Motherwell box. They cut it back to Tillman, who's just inside the edge of the box. One touch, and it's a bullet finish into the top right-hand corner, top left-hand corner. It's an absolute cracker of a goal. Honestly, a peach of a goal. And some people think we should take the risk with Tillman. I think when you see him doing things like this, you realise what a player that he is, and we have to sign him. We have to sign him. I didn't think we missed him today. We did, and when he came on, you realise that you'd missed him. It was superb, really was excellent. And yeah, that was us 4-2 up. Motherwell then, they're reduced to 10 men. I'm not sure about this one. I'm not sure it's worthy of a second yellow, if I'm going to be truthfully honest. It's a bit of a harsh one for me. But at the end of the day, the referees made the decision, and they're down to 10 men, and from there Rangers cruised it. We absolutely did. Yilmaz come off, Arfield come on, Shooter come off, and Lundstrom come off. We were at a back 3 briefly in that game. We were at a kind of back 3. Might have finished that way actually, but it didn't really matter because there wasn't much in the attacking threat for Motherwell. But Ryan Kent was kind of playing a left wing back role towards the end, and to be honest, I thought he was quite good there. I thought he was getting himself more space than what he would usually get, so maybe watch this space on that one. And Kamara also came on towards the end as well, and it was Rangers. We probably could have and probably should have finished that game 6-2, 7-2 possibly with the chances that we had. Morelos has a header that he has to score. Tav maybe unlucky with one as well. So I would say at 6-2 I don't think would have flattered Motherwell. But it's another game where it's just 2 halves. It's 2 halves, two completely different halves of football and performance levels from Rangers. Again, I don't think the second half was us at our mighty best. I don't think we were anywhere really near it. But we got there and we put the passages of play together that we had to. And that's one thing about this team that we're seeing is even when we do go down, we are coming back and winning games. It's just frustrating when you know that you have to wait for them to go down in order for something to happen. I'm frustrated on that part, but I am delighted the fact that we've got away with 4-2 winners. It's another win. We move on, and it really is as simple as that. Man of the match for me, it's tough because I don't think anybody was great for 90 minutes. I don't think MD was great for 90 minutes. I think Cantwell, probably, if I was pushed to pick one, just based on his energy, based on his passing, his movement, and wanting to be there, wanting to have an effect on the game, willing to take risks as well. So yeah, I'll probably give it to Cantwell. I think Davis was good at the back. I thought Ryan Jack in the second half certainly came onto a game. I thought he finished the half very well. Some of his passing, his direct passing forward was brilliant. But yeah, I'll give it to Cantwell. So all things going well, you should hear from Scotia and Ally now, if I do this correctly. If not, we will be back on Tuesday with Club Deck Corner. So until then, hopefully you hear from Ally and Scott right now. And if not, I'll speak to you on Tuesday. We are Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. Cheers, everybody.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. It is me and Scotia. I know Carney's in a post-match, but me and Scotia thought we would do a post-match. Scotia, the team lineup today was... Well, as we thought it was, but John Lundstrom came in instead of, we had Tillman there. I won't go through the whole team, but what was your thoughts on the team lineup quickly?
If I'm being honest, when I seen Lundstrom in there, I felt a wee bit deflated. I thought, oh no, that seems slow, that seems leggy. I wasn't loving that when it came in.
Yeah, I was the exact same. The only thing I can think of is Tillman's not played football, so that's the reason why I put Lundstrom in. So, into the game, Scotia. 2 minutes into the game, Motherwell play a ball over the top. We try to play offside. We were shouting at Yilmaz at the time. Boy plays it across, and Van Veen taps it in the back of the net. We thought it was offside instantly, but what was your thoughts on that goal?
Well, I didn't think it was offside instantly. At the first kind of viewing of it, I was kind of, what's Yilmaz doing? And then we have the opportunity of the replay, and I was like, no, actually Yilmaz, he's running back out, and it's a very, very tight offside. But looking back at it now, just thinking I need to see more of it. But it's that start of the game, it's kind of end-to-end kind of stuff. Yilmaz is far too far back, and he's rushing out to now play the onside trap, and it's a very narrow one with Goldson playing the ball onside.
Yeah, it was one of those ones we have to give credit to Motherwell, to be fair. They played the ball over the top. They broke our offside trap, to be honest, and they've scored from it, and instantly we give a goal of a start, which we did against Hibs. We've done it at Motherwell as well. And after that, Scotia, we really didn't get a grip with the game, to be honest, did we?
No. It was because I turned to you after they scored and I was like, right, we've scored, but no one's settled down into the game, no one's exerting dominance in the game. And it took a long while for that to happen, and I don't think it actually did happen in the first half, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I actually don't think we really had a shot, to be honest, not even a shot on target, but a shot. And then John Lundstrom breaks with a ball, was taken out on the edge of the box, close to the edge of the 18-yard box, to be honest, but it was a free kick to Rangers. Tav steps up, and as David Martinville says, Tav does what Tav does, and then puts it in the back of the net, Scotia.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just laughing because you turned to me and went, oh, that's a bit close to the box, and I was like, oh no, it's no close to the box, because I knew what you were thinking. I'm like, no, it was nowhere near being what you were thinking for a penalty. But no, on the free kick itself, it sets up for Tav. That was a fantastic goal by Tav, but Liam Kelly is gifted that, I think. Yeah. If I'm a Motherwell fan, I am raging at Liam Kelly, how much space he's given.
I think he's put too much trust in his wall. He's thought the wall's covering that side and he'll cover the other side, and I mean, instantly I thought the keeper was to blame, but it is a good goal by Rangers. But then the rest of that first half, Scotia, I thought it kind of petered out. We really didn't have much. Yilmaz had a chance, which was a bit half-hearted, to be honest, and that was it, to be honest. Motherwell didn't really do much. We had a lot of the ball without really doing anything, but I thought that first half in particular, I thought we were poor. I thought we were very poor. Certain players, I thought Sakala was having Sakala moments. I thought Choak wasn't even in the game. I thought Yilmaz, I know he's been out for months and months, looked like a guy that had been out for months and months. I thought he was poor as well, but it wasn't a great first half. And going in at one each, not getting out of jail, but you thought hopefully we can reset for the second half.
No, it was not a great first half at all. Only very slightly better than the first half we played against Motherwell at Fir Park the last time. Yeah. Only slightly. It was very frustrating. There were a few players in there that no one stood out for me in the Rangers sense. No one stood out for me in terms of taking this game in my control. And I know we were having an awful lot of discussion in group chats and stuff like that, and just in the pub, like who will you take off, what will you do. It was looking like one of these frustrating early afternoon weekend kickoffs that we're been so used to, unfortunately, over the last couple of years.
Yeah, no, it was. I mean, we were sitting in the pub. Tommy was there as well, and we were all saying, why? And the same team come out for the second half, and we all went, why did we do this for 10-15 minutes, give them a chance and not change it at half time? And egg was in our face, because Rangers come out and actually played. I thought they took the game to Motherwell with a chance. I think Ryan Kennedy on the left hand side, we looked bright, and then literally a minute later for that, Scotia down the right hand side, Tav whips in a fucking delicious ball, to be honest. And there's a man for Zambia with a bullet header into the back of the net, and it's 2-1 Rangers.
Tav obviously knows that Barisic is away, so he needs to kind of step up to the plate. But Tav used to deliver crosses like these all the time, so it's been a while since we've kind of seen these deliveries. Great ball, bullet header by Sakala.
I'll call it a bullet header.
I think Sakala just jumps and kind of hits off wherever and goes in, but nonetheless,
it's another goal for Sakala.
Another goal for Sakala. I mean, he's fairly chasing up the kind of assists and goal scoring thing, but because Sakala was one of the players that I would have been taken off at half time if I was in the dugout.
Yeah, and then I thought Rangers were good after that. Cantwell I thought was brilliant. I just think he glides about that park. He's so clever. Slipped a ball into Cholak, Scotia. Cholak has time to think about this. He can square it for Sakala for a tap in, but he chose to shoot, and he shoots way wide, doesn't even hit the target, and it kind of summed Cholak's day up, doesn't it?
Oh, it summed Cholak up. This is the kind of, I said to you, this is the type of goal that I would expect Alfie to score this, because it's so difficult. Cholak not so much. That's the kind of goal that I've seen Alfie score before from those kind of tight angles, whereas no, Cholak, I knew he obviously wanted to go on the score sheet and stuff, but it was so wide. I mean, it was wider than Sakala's against Celtic.
Yeah.
Not saying it was an easier chance.
Yeah, no, it was poor. And then after that, I mean, I thought Rangers were in control. I said to Tommy in Scotia, I says, 2-1 doesn't give me confidence, because I know we have a bomb scare moment, and at one point when the bomb scare moment came, John Lundstrom and McGregor get mixed up. It ends up being a corner kick. The ball comes into the box, Scotia, and this is worse than kids football, to be honest. A mix up, Tav tries to deal with it, doesn't deal with it, the ball's in the air, Lundstrom and Goldson can't deal with it, breaks down again, Tav has a chance to clear it, puts his hand in the air, and the boy Mugabe, who just come in the park, pokes it in the back of the net. It was a absolutely woeful goal to give away.
Yeah, I mean, set pieces again, really, but it ultimately comes from that, like you say, that wee mistake that Lundstrom...
We all knew it was happening, though, didn't we?
Lundstrom goes to header it, and then you kind of see him, and I was just like, no. And then this happens. You turned to us and said, Mugabe, because he just came off. He said, he'll score. And lo and behold, he does. There were so many kind of wee bits that you get out. It's one of those ones that's very tight in the box, but Cholak's back there trying to defend it.
Yeah.
Would you prefer someone else there?
It was poor all around, and you're thinking at this point, is it one of these days? Is it one of these days for Rangers? But you have to give them credit. We went instant to the park, a ball into the box. Cholak swipes at it. I think he has to score. Tav swipes at it, hits off the boy in the back, comes to Todd Cantwell, who lashes in the back of the net, and it's 3-2 Rangers. It goes to VAR, Scotia. I thought it was tight, similar to the first Motherwell goal, but it's given goal Rangers, and it's 3-2 Rangers.
Yeah, no, it was. It was. I thought it was this. I thought this was more clearly offside than the goal that they scored, their first goal. But then you watch it back and you see the replays, and no, it was fine. And then, like you say, a few players take a wee swipe at it. Cholak should do better, but Cholak was having. People have these games time to time that they're just not on it.
Just so happens he had it on Sunday as well last week. So yeah,
true. But then Cantwell whips it away. Cantwell does it.
Great celebration as well.
But first goal for the club as well.
First goal for the club, and loved the celebration. And after that, we made substitutions. Sakala came off, Cholak came off, Morelos came on, Tillman came on, and we looked bright after that. And we went up the park again, a ball into the box. a slip ball for, I think it was, in fact, sorry, Suter come on, we made a raft of changes.
No, there was a wee bit split because you're skipping passes. See at this point.
Sorry, Scotia was supposed to have his phone out to, so we know what's actually going on.
There you go. No, because what I was going to say is, before this point, this is when I actually thought Rangers started playing well. Because I think we started the second half brightly, but we were still a wee bit near. Whereas after these subs, you could see an instant change in the team, and we started looking better. And it was from those subs that Morelos and Tillman came in on that you could see a certain improvement.
Yeah, when Morelos and Tillman came in, like I say, there was a slip ball into Morelos. I thought he should have hit it first time. He didn't. He went wide, checked back, played it back, and it ended up in the feet of Malik Tillman, and he lashes the ball into the back, and it's a fantastic strike, Scotia. It's 4-2 Rangers, and surely that is us. Game over.
Yeah, you'd like to think so. I thought Kent done really well here.
Yeah.
To play it through, and you said to me that you thought Morelos should take a
That's what I
shot.
said there,
Oh, did you? Yeah. Sorry, I'm not listening to you, and we're standing side by side to each other. But no, I thought Morelos done absolutely brilliantly to play it back. And listen, I love Malik Tillman. I mean, we need to sign Malik Tillman.
Yeah, no, he's very good. And after that, we made a raft of changes. Suter come on, Scott Arfield come on, Glenn Kamara come on. And to be honest, and then after that,
we went to a 3-5-2.
Yeah, we did. Went to a 3-5-2, and then after that, Todd Cantwell tries to come away with a ball. Scotia, it's clipped with the Motherwell boy. Instantly, I'm thinking, well, what's his job? Sergeant Major, I call him.
Nick Walsh.
Nick Walsh. Second booking for the boys off the park. Second look at, we both thought it was harsh, to be honest.
Yeah, Callum Slater is the boy's name is.
Yeah.
No, that's a very, very harsh second yellow card.
But we'll take it.
I don't think that's.
No.
I don't think. If I'm a Motherwell fan, I'd be complaining about that because there's nothing in that to me. I can't remember his first booking. I don't think it was. There wasn't many overly really dirty fouls. I think there was maybe one in the first half. It was a wee bit, but.
Yeah, no. And after that, Motherwell go down to 10 men, there's 15 minutes to go, and the game's dead, and Rangers had umpteen chances after that. Morelos had 2-3 chances, Tav had a chance, Scott Arfield had a chance. This game could have ended up 7-2 to Rangers, to be honest, but it ended 4-2 Scotia. Overall thoughts?
I think Rangers only played well for about 25 minutes, really well for about 25 minutes. First 45, again, we keep on coming back to this, they were not good enough, they were poor. Started off the second half brightly, but then fell back into the trap of getting the goal up and kind of backing off, as we do. We really need to get that straight, but then, like I say, the last 25 minutes were actually really good to watch, and it probably should have been more, because I think the goal stats were 28 shots, and I only counted 3 of those shots being in the first half. That's 25 shots in the second half that we've had. So first half I thought was a non-event for Rangers. I thought we got the goal and went in, won each. Second half I thought we were much better. I thought bringing players like Tillman on, I thought he was very good. I thought Morelos was very good, which is interesting going forward. We played Dundee United 1st of April at Ibrox. Interested to see who he plays as a striker, because I think Čolak, the past 2 games, has started to play himself out the team after doing very well at Easter Road. But man of the match, Scotia. I'll be surprised if we don't see the same guy. You know what, we probably will, because I was going to pick Tav from a man of the match, but there was a wee spell in this.
That was just 15-minute spell when he was put up.
He was like way off it, and then obviously for their second goal as well. I thought Tav played really well, but I think I'll probably have to agree with you and give it to Cantwell. I thought Cantwell drove us forward.
Yeah.
Well, Tommy had a decent shout as well. I thought Jack
was good, but he get booked, which not nullified him, but
surprised didn't come off with the booking.
Yeah. And obviously Scotia's read my mind because I didn't say my man of the match, but mine is Todd Cantwell as well. I thought the boy was, like I say, he glides with a ball. He's so intelligent. He needs players like Malik Tillman in the team with him, Baskin, that are up to his level. You've seen it when Tillman came on, the intelligence between them all. I thought he's brilliant once again. He looks like a star for Rangers, this boy, going forward. But overall, it's 4-2 to Rangers. It's another win for Michael Beale. His record in the league is fantastic if you look at it. But yeah, it's an international break next week. Our next game in the league is to Dundee United. So yeah, we will be back, I think, on Tuesday with a Club Deck Corner. But yes, from me and Scotia, we have been Club at 22, the Rangers podcast. Thank you very much.